Let's take a look in this video tutorial how we can book a lesson in our Swing Studio resource that may be set up on your Academy system. So this will be enabled by your Academy manager, and it allows you to book out a studio facility which is restricted to single use at one time by a coach and student. And you can book this resource from within the iOS app. When you do this, we recommend that you maybe view our tutorial on understanding how to navigate the schedule and view resource availability. But let's just go ahead and look at how we would book a lesson in one of these in a resource. So we can do this in a couple of ways. Firstly, we can navigate to the schedule option, and we can go to the day where we want to make this booking. So let's go ahead and choose Sunday the 5th of July. We can see here that we've got our schedule open in green. We can also see that there's no indication in this that the studio resource is being used by another coach at any time. So that means that we can tap on the schedule at the time that we want to book. So let's go ahead and book 8 a.m. And it's now where we can choose the program type. So in this example, we need to navigate to the program type to where our studio option is linked. So that will be set up by your Academy manager, and will be the same functionality as exists on your web-based platform, but we can see a couple of different examples here of where we may have a studio option linked: demo 1-to-1, demo 1-to-1 studio, and demo 1-to-1 studio pop-up. So let's take the example firstly here of demo 1-to-1 studio. This program filter relates to a studio resource only, meaning all bookings that are processed through this program filter will be booked in the studio. And thus, when you navigate the availability, you will only see the availability that exists within your schedule and the availability within the resource itself. If we select the demo 1-to-1 studio pop-up, this has been set up by our manager to indicate that it's going to give the option to the customer to choose whether they want the lesson in the studio or not. So we're going to choose that one, and we're going to select the duration that exists within our program filters. So we're going to do an hour. And it's now at this point that we can click continue. We're going to be presented with a studio confirmation pop-up asking us whether we want the lesson in the studio or not. So let's go ahead and click yes. And in this example, we're just going to select a player that we currently have on our student database, and we're going to use the Pay at Academy option, and we're going to submit that booking. So if we now go back to the schedule view, find that day within the calendar, we can now see that we've got the lesson in the schedule at 8 a.m. under the student's name. It's currently marked as unpaid because we've used the Pay at Club option, and we can then see that we've got the studio icon appearing. So let's look at the second way that we could make a booking in the studio, where we can go from the home page to our Book a Lesson tab and select the relevant program filter. So let's, in this one, go ahead and choose Demo 1-to-1 Studio. So we're going to go ahead and choose 60 minutes. And let's navigate to the 5th of July. And we'll then see a list view of the availability. And what we shouldn't see at this stage is 8 a.m. available. Firstly, 8 a.m. is obviously booked out in our schedule, so we shouldn't see that. And if we were logged in as another coach account on the app and they were attempting to book 8 a.m., which is available to them in their schedule, they wouldn't see 8 a.m. as available in this list view as they've used the studio option. So let's go ahead and select 9 a.m. We're going to select a current player, and we're going to use the Pay Academy option, and let's go ahead and click submit. So if we now navigate to our schedule and choose the 5th of July, you can now see we've got two bookings in the schedule, both of them that are in the Swing Studio, and they're both currently marked as unpaid. So we need to go in and update the payment status of those lessons.